Yes, we are live here for live Q&A, episode number 9. Yes, episode 8 did not happen last week, and there was a reason why. My computer was having glitches, and honestly, I got a new toy. I got an Xbox One. You know, all you people saying, Chase, when are you getting the next-gen console? I got it finally. So if you guys want to add me on Xbox, gamer tag is Smiles for Everyone. I play NBA 2K, Fallout 4, rarely. I'm not a big fan of the Fallout series. It's a good game series, but not a big fan. And Dragon Age Inquisition, because I'm a huge fan of the Dragon Age saga and all that other crap. So I have those games. But yes, we're back for the live Q&A, number 9. Send in your sports, wrestling, video game, whatever the fuck questions you want to send to us. As with me, as always, is Aisha Boss. You.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Looking fresh as always. I'm ready for this Q&A. And thank God that computer was fixed.
I know. Yeah, I fixed it somehow. And we also have Weston Flores here with us tonight, the Angry Mark.
Hey, what's up, guys? And you want to know something special about me? I'm the only mofo wearing a TNA shirt in the world right now.
Oh, my God. What shirt is that? What shirt is that?
Slammiversary?
Oh, God. This is not best for business. All right.
Oh, no.
And then with us, we have Weston's friend. I forgot his YouTube name, but I believe his name is Sego, correct?
Sega
That's what the people call you? Can you repeat that again, my friend?
Sega Geek Navarre.
Sega Geek Navarre?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's his YouTube name. You guys can follow him on YouTube there, and he's Weston's friend. He's a good sports friend, sports fan, and pro wrestling fan. And Sega, we got to ask you one question, as per request of Diamond and Silver, one of my longtime Q&A followers. What's the stupidest wrestling gimmick you could think of? Now, we've had great wrestling gimmicks such as Brony Sheamus, Powerpuff Girl Randy Orton, Lego Finn Balor, and Heel Kalisto. But can you top those terrible gimmicks?
Well, oh man. Well, we could start with anything related with TNA, like the horrific overacting of Taryn Terrell in the Dollhouse would be a start.
Well, what's a gimmick you would create that's just absolutely terrible?
Oh man.
Don't forget about Powerpuff Girl Randy Orton.
I did say him.
No, I would actually go. Okay, I remember there was like this live show, and like, remember when Teddy Long was sick of Drew McIntyre because he kept losing?
Yeah.
This was like back in, I believe, like 2010 or whatever. I would actually they gave him like a pretty boy gimmick for like 1 week. I would say randomly, like, he's tired of losing, he wants to be brought up bigger, and he starts combing his hair and starts trying to seduce Teddy Long. It's like, oh, Teddy!
Oh, Teddy!
And Teddy Long's all weirded out. Wait, hold on, player. I'm not into that game. Wait, Teddy. I'm looking up after you, Teddy. Like, that would be my gimmick right there.
I like it. Okay, so we have Drew McIntyre as a rapist to Teddy Long. That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, Teddy.
So there you go, Diamond and Silver. As requested, every time a new person joins, they will make a stupid gimmick. I believe it was Diamond and Silver or Snowdrop, one of those two ladies. They asked that favor, but whichever one it was, I did that for you. But anyways, guys, this Sunday we have the Survivor Series. Oh God. Honestly, I honestly thought it was next Sunday. I didn't know it was this Sunday. Like, it wasn't until I was watching Raw and Undertaker came out. I was like, this Sunday. I was like, the fuck? You're like, oh. But Survivor Series, it seems pretty predictable for the most part. I'll talk more in depth on this on the Survivor Series preview and prediction show that I'm going to be doing. But, you know, I'm not excited for it. Not as excited as I was for Hell in a Cell because, A, I was going to Hell in a Cell, and B, there's no, like, Brock Lesnar on this show to kind of get you a little bit more excited. But we have the WWE title tournament. We have, I don't know, like, Undertaker and Kane versus the Wyatts. whichever one he chooses, I don't know. And they're going to throw a random 5-on-5 together. So what, Ryback, the Dudley Boys, the Usos taking on the New Day and 2 other losers? Like, is that what we're going to be paying money for? Yeah, Paige and Charlotte, and I know we'll definitely talk about that. We'll definitely talk about Paige and Charlotte a little bit more. Because that was very controversial there.
That was
So, yeah, but what are you guys' thoughts heading into Survivor Series, Aisha? What are your thoughts? Because it's really kind of like, it kind of feels like it's not happening, but it is. And this event's pretty kind of big for the WWE. I mean,
Yeah.
they're promoting Undertaker's 25th year in the company, and it's just like, what the fuck? Like, no one's really giving a crap.
Yeah, with me, just like I'm just gonna go in this pay-per-view and just like watch it. Like there's like no excitement. There's like no excitement to it. Just the only thing is to watch is the tournament and Undertaker and Wyatt. So I hope that will be a good match. But overall, for me, I'm not that kind of excited. Like you said, I didn't know it was gonna happen this week. I thought it was next week. So there's a lot of bad promoting there. But I'm not really looking forward to it. Only for those 2 matches.
What about you, Sega? What are your thoughts about heading into Survivor Series this year? You can get predictions if you want. I just don't want to go into full detail with it because I don't want my people that listen to me feel like, Chase, why are you uploading 2 Survivor Series predictions?
Sounds like the most predictable pay-per-view of all time. Obviously, we already know what's going to happen with the tournament.
Believe that.
Believe that. No, they're probably do something really stupid and turn Dean Ambrose heel. Actually, what would shock me is if, say Roman Reigns won, Ambrose attacks him because he's angry about it, and then Sheamus cashes in and wins because Sheamus doesn't have a match at the pay-per-view.
God, you want people to stop watching altogether? Like Goober? Goober as our champion will just not equal best for business.
Oh, hell no.
Why did they keep rebuilding the Wyatts and Bray Wyatt if they're not going to do anything with them?
Well, because Bray Wyatt's an idiot backstage, and he actually thinks what he's doing is great. And Vince is like, yeah, that's awesome. Keep it up.
I can't get over this. It's like, oh, we carried these people out, and we allegedly took their souls and like killed them allegedly, and they just come back and next week and completely destroy them. Why? It's almost as stupid. It's almost as stupid as randomly when they turned Rowan face. And randomly they said that he was a genius and he was like an amazing winemaker and could play guitar. And nothing ever came from it. It's like, why does Wyatt can summon thunder? I'm not understanding this. Like,
hey, he solved a Rubik's Cube in like 2 minutes. I wish Garbage Man would have done the stalking Renee Young gimmick. Remember for a couple weeks there, he was like stalking Renee Young or something like that. Like it was so random.
It was creepy. I was like, what?
I was like, what is the payoff of this? What are they trying to do? Like, I was digging it because like that's something that's realistic, that's actually believable. Like a creepy dude like him stalking a pretty girl like Renee. So I said, yeah, you know what? I can actually dig this storyline. Like storylines like that where it's like
you can't even do that because who was that dude from TNA? I forgot his name.
Samuel Shaw.
Yeah, they already did that already. Which was hilarious, don't get me wrong. No,
Samuel's room where Mr. Anderson goes to his house, he has a fucking room with a bunk bed.
If they just wanted to completely ruin Rowan in a cool way, they should have just like brought back Crime Time and had him part of it and they all busted raps together.
You know what's the sad thing? I could see like Eric Rowan coming out with Crime Time fucking cute.
Oh my god, and he has like a toaster on his neck, and he's being all rappy.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like,
Weston,
name is Rowan. Okay.
What would you say about Survivor Series this year?
I agree. It is the most predictable pay-per-view, but maybe they'll swerve us. Again, Triple H is still an option.
Yes.
Sheamus might have the money in the bank, but Triple H runs the company. Well, part of it. I'm actually excited for the Divas match, actually. That Divas segment kind of...
Let's talk about some hot... We'll answer your questions in a moment, guys. I'm just waiting for more questions to flow in before we dive into it. But let's just dive right in to some of the stuff on Raw that was newsworthy. So, we'll save the Divas for last. Let's talk about Roman Reigns defeating Cesaro, which of course led to many people upset that Cesaro did not win. Like, I don't know. I don't care. I don't get why people are getting upset over this when you knew it was going to happen. It's just something where it's just like it makes no sense to me because the fans want someone new, someone different, but at the same time they don't. They don't want Roman Reigns to win when Roman Reigns clearly is the better option than Cesaro at that point because he's the more built-up option. Yeah, sure, Cesaro's the guy that you like more, but not necessarily to me that the guys you like more should be champion. Look at it every time a guy you like becomes champion. They become champion, and in about 3 months you find another fucking dude that's underappreciated, and you ask for that guy to become champion and all that other stuff. Really, to be honest, you guys cannot maintain stability. You guys would not be happy with the Cesaro 6-month title reign. You will get bored with it, you will move on with it, and that's just the bottom line when it comes down to it. So I'm a huge Cesaro fan. I like Cesaro. I like what he can do in the ring. I definitely do believe he deserves better in the WWE. But when you're talking from you people out there talking about booking and building and all that other crap, what makes Cesaro more ready to become champion than Roman Reigns? Well, Chase Cesaro paid his dues. On what? No-name independence? That's what makes him better than Reigns? Reigns freaking paid his dues in college football, one of the most toxic environments in the fucking world. So I don't want to hear this paying dues shit. It's the most fucking lame excuse. Well, Chase, I just don't want another John Cena. If Reigns was John Cena, people, he would have walked out of WrestleMania 31 as champion, even if the fans were booing the fuck out of him. Doesn't matter. He's not the next John Cena. If he was the next John Cena, he would already be champion right now. We would be suffering through an 8-month title reign where he just freaking gets his ass kicked, Superman punch spear, LOL, Roman wins. Roman actually tries and puts effort in his matches, unlike fucking Cena. Cena hasn't tried until this year to actually put effort into his fucking matches. So I do not even want to hear the comparisons to John Cena because it's absolutely ludicrous. To me personally, the fact that WWE had Reigns versus Cesaro just shows that they don't give a fuck about Reigns. Because why would you put your guy in this situation? If you really want to build this guy as the next champion, why in the blue hell would you have him face Big Show in the first match, someone that no one gives a fuck about, and then in the next round, you have him face Cesaro, where you know that the fans are going to be pissed off if he beats him? Why would you do this? It's not like you're going to turn him heel, so it makes sense why you're doing this. No, he's going to try to be a babyface still. And then the next round, you have him facing Alberto Del Rio, who's boring as piss? Like, what the fuck?
BRB.
So, like, to me personally, like, you're not helping Roman Reigns whatsoever. If this was John Cena, they would find ways to help John Cena make it better. But he's not the next John Cena. Aisha, what are your thoughts about Reigns being Cesaro and these fans obviously being a little upset about this?
Aisha?
Yeah, I'm back, sorry.
Okay, I was just asking, what did you feel about Reigns being Cesaro?
Okay, obviously from the girls, I was kind of fangirling a little bit because seeing my baby Reigns, come on, Cesaro and Reigns wrestling each other, hot. But on the wrestling side, I just think it's stupid. It's like, and this is where I find the hypocrisy here because you see Ambrose and Ziggler going at it, you're two favorite internet darlings, and you don't complain about it, but when it's Reigns and Cesaro, shit goes down. So it doesn't make sense. Like, why are you trying? It's like, because Cesaro will be champion another day. It's not now, so stop complaining about everything. Gosh.
Yeah, exactly. What about you, Weston? Because I believe Sega said be right back. What about you, Weston? What are your thoughts about Reigns beating Cesaro?
I actually like it. I don't understand the hatred to Roman Reigns, and to anyone who says they're a Cesaro fan, I do gotta ask you, what makes you a fan of the human walking penis?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
the thing is that makes no sense to me is when people say from a booking standpoint, Cesaro's more ready than Reigns. Okay, if you're looking from a booking standpoint, what has Cesaro done the whole year?
Nothing.
Reigns? Nothing. Yeah. Like, yeah, as a surprise guy, sure. But, like, how are you going to say Cesaro is more ready than Reigns? That's just ridiculous to me.
Wrestling fan. Oh.
Sega's back.
What about you, Sega? What are your thoughts about Reigns defeating Cesaro and the outrage that has affected the whole YouTube wrestling community?
Cesaro wouldn't make a good champion based on his current character that he's doing. He can't really cut a promo to save his life. The only way Cesaro would possibly work if he turned heel and joined the Authority and had someone speak for him.
Yeah, like Triple H hyping him up every week would help, and you could actually believe Triple H hyping up this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, Cesaro just turned face a few months ago, so it'd be extremely stupid to turn him back heel again. I think someday Cesaro can be champion.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
not at the moment. Like, he should have been awesome when he was with the Real Americans with Jack Swagger, but for some fucking reason they never pushed him.
That was like one of the most forgotten tactics for the longest time. Like WWE just did not know what to do with them. Like they only got like literally Cesaro's swing saved the Real Americans because like that shit was going nowhere fast, and then all of a sudden he swung the Great Khali on like I think a pre-show match. And then everyone's like, "Oh my God, the swing!" Or no, it was actually a regular pay-per-view match. I can't remember what pay-per-view, but yeah, he just swinged Khali, and everyone.
Oh, that was my favorite match of all time because I remember when Khali got pinned, he was literally counting his own count.
Yeah,
Khali was like 1, 2, 3. It's like, so you're well aware that you're being counted. Brilliant.
I think one of the funniest interviews is like Chris Jericho. He had Khali on his podcast, and you can't fucking hear Khali whatsoever because Khali's like, and so like trying to listen to that is like the funniest fucking shit.
They should just have like during a rare podcast, and since it's gonna be on a screen or something, like say it has to be video only, so you can have text subtitles to understand what the fuck he's saying. But no, like they've. The thing is, it's like the problem is with Cesaro. It's like they gave him horrible gimmicks. He had one with the Real Americans. Then they just turned him into a Paul Heyman guy because that worked so well for Curtis Axel. You know,
it even hurt CM Punk's career when he was with like Paul Heyman only works with Brock Lesnar. Like he can't work with anyone else. Like him working with someone else is just so bad. It just doesn't work out.
No, it doesn't. Well, at least CM Punk was somewhat salvageable, but the problem was CM Punk never needed Paul Heyman.
Yeah, CM Punk could already talk. Like that was the problem.
It's like, yes, let's have the #1 like promo cutter in the fucking company, like team up with Paul Heyman. Why? It never made sense.
It didn't work.
No, all because of his alleged alleged worked promo. Like, oh, I'm a Paul Heyman guy, so why don't we bring Paul Heyman to work with him because Lesnar isn't going to be here every month, and Paul Heyman's still collecting a paycheck. It didn't work out. The Curtis Axel thing would have worked out until CM Punk fucking buried the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, remember during that entire feud, during the Paul Heyman and CM Punk thing?
Yeah, Curtis Axel was the fucking bitch the whole feud. Like you just get thrown into everything, and then Ryback became the guy. Oh God, let's not. I don't want to be reminded of those bad days of Ryback.
No, I have to mention this in that podcast. He was saying, "Oh, I just wanted to work with Axel and stuff like that," but the company was burying me. You were burying motherfucking Curtis Axel, you asshole. Like all through it, like the dude hit his finisher and did all this, and then you rised above it and destroyed him every fucking week.
Yep,
but yeah, I don't bury talent.
And my favorite part of the podcast, this podcast is not going to be about money. Fucking pay me, WWE. Like, I thought fucking pay me. Like, he was all pissed off. Like, the fuck?
Well, no, that did make sense. He
was like, this podcast is not about money, and it's not about me getting paid or anything like that. Fucking pay me. Like, he's all complaining about
not getting paid. Then he was saying that he quit for the boys, and all, like, people from, like, wrestling firm were saying this shit. And it's like, okay, he originally created the Shield so he could bury them because it was something for him to do.
Yeah, exactly.
CM Punk is the most delusional asshole I have ever seen.
That's why Triple H couldn't get along with him, because CM Punk is like a smaller Triple H. When you have that much of an ego, Triple H can't fucking get along with you, man.
Hey, at least Triple H put Goldberg over. for like a month at least. I mean, at least Triple H put over. I'm sure Triple H put someone over.
Batista,
Shelton
Cena,
Benjamin.
No, barely. Batista and Cena are like the only dudes Triple H has really put over.
That's still more than what CM Punk did.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. 434-day title reign, and he couldn't do anything with it. All right, but then the next talking point from Raw, I guess you could say, the Divas Revolution. Paige and Charlotte had a dreadful, but I don't know who thought this was a great idea. Let's main event with Charlotte and Paige. Fucking Vince, dude, this is dreadful. Like, you have The Undertaker and Kane. Main event with that shit, at least that right there, it would make sense because the whole event is kind of being built around the fact that Taker is wrestling for 25 years for your company. But instead, you decide to end it on this Divas Revolution. And it's like Charlotte and Paige, these women are not world beaters on the mic. Paige is just so, like, rushing shit on the mic. Like, she just sounds so bad on the mic. And Charlotte, someone posted on the comments, and it's true, she looks like she's about to cry every time she talks. Like, she looks like super sad. No, like if you watch the video, it's so funny. It looks like she is about to cry, because I remember watching the Table for Three. I was like, why does Charlotte look like she's so pissed off all the time?
I know.
But Charlotte and Paige were just absolutely dreadful. But that's not like the main point of the conversation. The main point is obviously what Paige said. So Paige insulted the late Reed Flair with her promo. She said that you're not going to have as much of a fight as your baby brother did, something along those lines. And this led to a huge controversy of people being upset of what Paige said about Charlotte's brother who passed away. Like, this is fresh, like a year ago. He passed away like a year ago. It's not like it's been like a couple of years or something. This is like a year ago, and so a lot of people are saying that's crossing the line. The mother of Charlotte said something. I forgot her name. She liked my tweet that I said because it's true. Like, WWE is just lazy with their writing. And then Ric Flair said that he was never informed on it. And really, to be honest here, the context should have not been said in this situation because, in all honesty, this just shows how lame the WWE is nowadays. And don't get me wrong, people are going to be like, but Chase, you always get mad when WWE doesn't cross the lines and all this other stuff. No, I'm talking about storylines and gimmicks. Like, you should cross the line. But the problem is with this, the dialogue made no sense with the storyline that you're being presented to us. This storyline is about a Divas Revolution, about the Divas changing the fucking company. This is not a personal blood feud between Paige and Charlotte. We haven't had those months where it's like, okay, something personal like this can clamp on here and you'll be okay. No, it's just Paige was pissed off at Charlotte and stuff like that. Like, if you want to go with Paige saying that Charlotte has a silver spoon because of who her dad is, fine. That's perfectly fine. I am good with that being a part of the storyline because that's something that Paige could actually have a gripe about. But to have like personal attacks at her family like that in a situation where you're supposed to be about a Divas Revolution, it makes no sense to me, and it just felt out of place. That's how I feel about it. Is it not classy? Yeah, it's not classy for sure, but hey, it's wrestling. What are you expecting? This is not fucking supposed to be classy. But to me personally, if you're going to say this line, this has to be a feud where it's months and months and months of build, and there's some sort of like connection that the fans have with this. Like, for example, I'll give a perfect example. Batista and Rey Mysterio. Remember, Batista and Rey Mysterio, why did their friendship happen in the first place? Is because of the passing of Eddie Guerrero. They bonded because they both, in character, had a friendship with Eddie Guerrero. And that's how it bonded. And then when Batista betrayed Rey, Rey's like, come on, Batista. Think of Eddie. Think of what Eddie's doing. And then later on, Batista was saying Eddie's dead. That right there, controversial but good controversial, because it fits with the fucking storyline. That's what the storyline was built around. The fact that Batista and Rey, they became friends because of Eddie, and Batista dropped the whole feelings he had for Eddie and Rey Mysterio in the process of turning heel. That's good. Not the shit that WWE did with Paige and Charlotte, because it makes no sense with the fucking storyline, and it shows how lazy these people are. And it's like Paige didn't even get a reaction because she rushed through her dialogue too. To me personally, like, honestly, Paige's current character's ass. Charlotte as Divas champion is whatever to me. Sasha Banks win the title. That's all I got to say. To be quite frank with you, I don't care who walks out of Survivor Series as champion. The fact that this main evented and the way they presented it was just absolutely dreadful. Aisha, what are your thoughts on this? Is Aisha not here? All right, Weston, what are your thoughts on this, my friend?
It was there. I mean, it did what it had to do, and I say that because at least it got people talking. It's got people actually caring about the Divas division for once.
Not in a bad way. In a bad way, though.
And it's also got people like me that want to believe in the women's division. Actually, having I have expectations for the Divas match actually now. Will they be met? More than likely not. But yeah, it did what it had to do, and that was get people talking, and I'm glad people actually care.
Well, what about you, Sega? What are your thoughts on this?
Okay, here we go. This was the stupidest segment probably in the last 4 years.
Oh shit! Even as stupid as the Today Show host people dancing around with Adam Rose. I don't know if anything can beat that.
Okay, that's the second stupidest thing ever.
Okay.
Although I do have to say, Jon Stewart turning heel was like the most hysterical thing I've seen in wrestling. That was funny. I don't care.
I don't think it's the most stupidest thing I've ever seen. No. That wouldn't be ranked in my top 10 stupid moments of wrestling for sure.
Okay.
It wouldn't be ranked. I should say.
Here's the thing. They're basing this on a feud that lasted 3 weeks, and they want to go this deep. Where's this deep, horrific personal hatred coming from? It just seems so unbelievably stupid and forced.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, it just felt forced and dumb. It wasn't like, okay, I think the last people who did this was Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole. And Michael Cole did it.
Talking about for people who don't know, talking about Jerry Lawler's mother passing away.
Yeah, and that made sense because they were building Michael Cole's heel for like at least 5 months.
Yeah.
So it made sense. This was built over like 3 to 4 weeks.
And it was like Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler were attacking each other on commentary. They were being dicks to each other on commentary. So like you said, it made sense for Michael Cole to kind of go to that boundary.
Yeah, and then not only that, it's like also this Divas Revolution thing is so fucking stupid.
It is.
Because I'm sorry, when the authority handpicks your stables for your revolution, there's no revolution. Can you imagine, oh yeah, we're going to have the Nexus to take over the WWE, and Vince McMahon says this live on Raw, but we're going to have these guys in this thing. It doesn't work that way. And secondly, Paige really didn't have that much interaction with Charlotte Flair or Becky Lynch. Like, it never made any sense. I think maybe she had like she had a little interaction with Sasha Banks, who apparently is non-existent. But like, yeah, like, that's kind of the problem. It's like this group never made sense. Also, why is Sasha Banks in the group with the other people?
Yeah, shouldn't Sasha Banks be with Charlotte and Becky? Wouldn't that make more sense? Because that would make more sense.
Since NXT, we're the 4 horsewomen, but I'm in a different stable with you because Stephanie handpicked our stables. It's so fucking stupid. It's like this would have been really cool if, say, like there was like a tag team match of Divas matches, and the NXT Divas that show up and like destroy shit. That would have been really cool and awesome, and actually something that would have worked. Would have made sense. No, this was done so horrifically bad. I didn't care about this feud. Even this controversy, you could even hear from the crowd. Nobody gave a flying fuck.
Because Paige delivered her line so terribly. She rushed it. Like, she was just like...
Oh, no. If Paige was bad, Charlotte was 18 times worse.
No, both of them were bad. I said both of the women sucked in the
No, Charlotte was worse than Paige. Charlotte's like, oh, yeah, I always fight, I always fight for my right to party, and I'm the Beastie Boys. No, she was like, oh, I always she's always like, oh, I fight, me and my brother and this. We always fought for everything. I don't remember Reed Flair in a wrestling thing, so what sense did that make? Like, it was such a terrible forced promo to cause controversy. It was classless. They didn't even ask for Flair for approval, which sucks. Just horrifically flawed. Your thoughts?
It's sad. It's really sad. It's like, oh, these girls have so much potential to be great, but you go that and do that on the main event when you know it's a sensitive topic and everybody's gonna go and complain about it. It's like, to me, personally, I didn't like it. When you get a death involved with wrestling, to me, I just don't like it because it has no concept, it has no basis to it. So, to me, I just don't like it.
There's only one feud that I remember back in the day that did this right lately, and it was TNA. And it was the Bobby Roode James Storm feud. After they broke up Beer Money and James Storm got the #1 contendership, he did mention James Storm. But the thing is, these guys teamed for years. His father has been passed away for years. So it was supposed to be a very, very personal, deep thing because he knows everything about him. And that was awesome, and I was so invested. It felt so fucking forced and stupid. I fucking hated it. I'm not interested in watching the match because you know what they're going to do with WWE? It's just going to feel like a standard match. Because it's not like, oh no, there's going to be run-ins to attack to build this feud. They've only been feuding for 3 weeks. There's no reason to go that deep. Like, it's not like, the thing is, maybe if she did this in the first week of it, and then a while Charlotte Flair goes crazy and coming after Paige after every match, that would make sense. They never really invested enough time to make a feud this deep seem like it's gonna work. So I don't give a fuck about this. I'm sorry. It's stupid. And we all know what the match is gonna be. It's gonna be a standard match. So I don't care.
Same.
All right. Let's now dive into the questions, guys. Sorry about that. I had a very important phone call I had to take. So
that's okay.
It's okay.
So let's get to the Q&A. Oh yeah, by the way, Ronda Rousey also lost. LOL.
Oh, if you ever get a question, I'm gonna rant on that.
Yeah, and I was supposed to do a video, but I'm waiting until Conor McGregor loses too, so that way I can rant on the UFC fully. So there you go. He's losing, so deal with it. All right, Redwood316 asks, hey Chase, I watched Like Daddy's video on who should be WWE champion. He said Triple H is the best choice. After I heard it, I said that's a fantastic idea. As a guy who doesn't watch WWE anymore, I think it would be a great way to get me watching a little bit. Hashtag God rules. I made a video saying I wanted Triple H as world champion this year. That was all. I'm being dead serious here. My interest in wrestling is super low. Like I still love the business. I still love the product. I still have a passion for it. But it's just like watching it on a weekly basis is like unbearable for me. It's just like I'm missing something, and I realized what I was missing was an actual heel that I hated. Sheamus, I hate more of a I just think he's boring standpoint. Seth Rollins, I never really hated because one, I am a Seth Rollins fan, and two, I just didn't like his heel gimmick at all. It was just it just wasn't as awesome as I thought it was going to be. But I remember back in 03, 04, why did I still watch, even though Triple H was doing Reign of Terror? Because I actually fucking legit hate Triple H, and I wanted to see him freaking get his ass kicked. And it was perfect. So that's why I want Triple H as my world champion. I feel like he's the best guy right now to be world champion, in my personal opinion.
Oh, yeah. The game is, what, he'll be a 14-time world champion?
Yeah.
He'll be the best champion in this modern era that we had. Well, who's the best champion we had in this modern era?
Fuck, dude, that's so hard to fucking say.
Cena.
I mean, we have had Cena,
Daniel
Del
Bryan.
Rio, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, pick your poison. Randy Orton's ghost title reign, where he was like the first ever champion. He was holding both belts, and no one noticed that he was. No, my friend even asked, oh yeah, is Batista the champion? I was like, no, Randy's the champion. He's like, wait, Randy Orton's facing Daniel Bryan? And I'm like, no, it's a triple threat match. He's like, wait, Randy? You forgot Randy Orton even existed. Like, yeah, that's why I call his title reign before WrestleMania the ghost title reign. Because you don't even remember that he was champion. He would, like, appear, and he would just be all disappear. It would just be like, what the fuck are you doing?
And he will lose, too. Oh, what an awful reign that was. Oh.
I blame you. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Rebecca Olson asks, Chase, which would you rather do? Dress up in a drag outfit and becomes Divas champion, or tag team with Garbage Man with Gunner as your manager? Well, since Charlotte Flair is doing that already, so why can't I? Why can't I dress up in a drag outfit and be Divas champion? Hell, Santina was an entertaining gimmick. People didn't like it, so I think Chase Selena could work.
Well, I can't dress up in drag.
Oh, girl, I know I can.
Because I'm already a girl, so...
Oh, man, no one can rock high heels better than me. I challenge you, Aisha, right now. Me, you...
Oh. Excuse me? Huh?
Yeah, you want to go? Let's do
I don't
it.
want
Me,
the
you...
heels
I
much.
don't know about that. I bet you can fit in 2 heels. I can go 8 inches if you want.
Oh, man, I bit off more than I got you. I'm scared. Anyway, let's move on.
Exactly.
Jay Walker asks, how's this for a stupid WWE gimmick? Oh, I love this. Kevin Owens overly obsessed with Oreos.
He looked like an Oreo, too.
Aren't they doing that with Bull Dempsey?
Yeah, no, Bull Dempsey, Bullfit is the fucking that shit's great. You know,
It's hilarious.
the segment where he's eating the chips, he's talking to Regal. Yeah, I just didn't have stamina, okay? And Regal makes him go back to the performance center to train, and he can't lift a fucking... Like, that's the dumbest thing about WWE. They show Bull Dempsey, like, saying, like, I do outdoor workouts, and he's throwing barrels over his head and throwing woods at trees and stuff like that, and yet he can't flip a tire? What the fuck?
Dude, I'm sorry, Bull Dempsey is awesome.
The dude has a character. I'll say that. He's nothing special in the ring. He won't excite you, but when he comes to being a character, that dude knows how to act. He does a good
He's
job.
not a bad wrestler necessarily.
No, I'm just saying, like, he won't wow you in the ring. Like, he's not gonna like make.
Well,
you say,
no,
like,
he's too
oh.
fat.
Yeah, exactly. He is fat. That's not denying that.
It's not like Earthquake is gonna like wow you with like a sun. Oh my goodness! If Earthquake did a freaking like a moonsault, like you would probably be dead.
Couldn't Vader do a moonsault? I heard Vader used to be able to
Yeah.
do one.
Yeah, he was. The Vader salt.
Yeah, the Vader salt. So yeah. Greg Tumor asks, why do fans bitch and complain about stuff they already knew was going to happen? If fans know it's going to happen, why bitch it when it happens? Because it wouldn't be wrestling without fans being upset about something. Just face it. We have to always be upset about something.
You know, it's funny. Whenever WWE caters to marks, the product gets far worse than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the Vince should stop listening to these people. He needs to start going with his gut instinct. Like, I'll say this: Vince is out of touch for sure. He's absolutely fucking terrible. But Vince needs to sometimes stick with his gut instinct because he was building Reigns and Lesnar for a whole year. A whole year, people were buying into Reigns and Lesnar. And yet, all of a sudden, Reigns disappears for a little bit, and then Vince brings back Daniel Bryan at the worst possible time. Like,
Oh,
why
God.
are you bringing Daniel Bryan back before the Rumble? You know what this is going to cause. You fucking moron, but whatever.
I know, right? Why didn't you bring him out the night after the Royal Rumble? Have Reigns win the Rumble, have Bryan come back. That's all you need to do. Or, like, and have him challenge for the IC title. That's all you need. Like, that was the stupidest decision WWE has ever made. And it literally screwed over their product for a year. Nobody wanted Rollins for champion. Nobody wanted it yet. It was way too early.
It was a force. Like I said, someone's like, "Oh yeah, Reigns is being forced down our throats." Oh yeah, like Seth Rollins hasn't. Like he turns heel on the Shield, and then all of a sudden he becomes world champion. How does that make any fucking sense? That's a force if I've seen one. And trust me.
Reigns was getting some of the biggest pops of the night every week until that Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
It's like
100%.
just went off like.
Thank you, Daniel Bryan, for burying talent, even though you have the same gimmick as John Cena. Where you, like, I mean, Seriously,
I
I
mean,
overcome the odds.
I mean, seriously, like people were like, if John Cena would have done what Daniel Bryan did at WrestleMania, everyone would have fucking flipped off and be like, "This is stupid." But Daniel Bryan gets RKO Batista bomb, and he rips himself off the stretcher and fucking wins the belt. Like if Cena would have done that, everyone would be like, "Fucking stupid," but everyone says it's Daniel Bryan. Yes, yes, yes. Like fuck off.
What are you guys talking about? That was the most epic reign of all time.
Oh my
I mean, yeah,
Oh yeah,
those
that
guys
whole
were-
month reign. And Brie Bella's epic acting when they were in the car.
Well, Brie Bella
And I-
doesn't count, okay? That's just Daniel Bryan's girl, alright? She's excluded from
Okay,
this
and I'm a
conversation.
huge Brie Bella fan. I find her hilarious. Brie Mode!
Hey, Brie Bella.
Dude, somebody should do that in a horror movie, like where a ghost shows up and she does, like all of a sudden you just hear Brie Mode. That would be so awesome.
That'd be funny if someone. That'd be so funny if someone said that as their last words. Primo.
Dude, Brie Mode is the best. I mean, I don't get why people hate on that. That is great. Like,
What?
if anything, that should get like a bigger pop than when Brock Lesnar coming out.
That one theme song that she had, where she was like singles for a while, it was dreadful. It was like brah 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 bree brah 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 brah. I was like, what the fuck is that shit?
Bro, I have that on my iPod. I listen to everything. It makes me feel enlightened. I like just listen. Brie Mode.
I'm glad that you think Brie Bella getting drunk phase is gets you.
Dude, I do
enlightened
my
even
Jack Swagger taunt before I go for my jog after, because I feel so empowered after hearing that song.
more. Greg Toomer also asked, why are fans bitching about Reigns having a lack of moveset when he has more of a moveset than Dean Ambrose? And sorry if I pissed anyone off, but it's true. No, it's true. Reigns has more of a moveset than Dean Ambrose. Like Daddy said at best, what's Dean Ambrose moveset? Bunch of running around, punches and kicks, this blind lunatic mogul, and then later on, rebounding clothesline, and then future shock DDT, dirty deeds. That's it. That's his moveset. There's nothing like, oh, elbow drop off the top turnbuckle. Like,
And this guy is adored in the IWC.
It shows faith, though. I'm sorry to cut you off, Asia, but it shows faith in WWE and Dean Ambrose when they actually gave Dean Ambrose finisher to Adam Rose. Because Dirty Deeds is the part fall. Yeah,
Yes.
it's the same finisher.
It was like when every black guy had that reverse DDT finisher, like Shelton Benjamin, MVP, and R-Truth all had like that fucking finisher. I forgot what it's called, but
It's
they
still
all
better
did that.
than what MVP's current finisher was for a while. Oh God, what was that?
The overdrive, the
Yes.
playmaker. Like what? How is that hurtful to someone? You just put your leg over their head. Yeah, but Dean Ambrose's moveset's weak. Like, do you guys agree with that? That his moveset is like he's not really that weak.
Trust me, look, I love me some Dean Ambrose. I love my baby, but your moveset is hard. Change it up.
Are you in the Expo Center?
Why do I keep getting messages like no for tomorrow? Like,
Oh,
no
it's
tomorrow?
me. It's me. I wanted you to come over to the park tonight.
Okay.
All right. I wanted to hold hands.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Now that that's settled, let's move on.
All right. What are some of the stupid tag team pair-ups that you could think of? For me, I would do a Randy Orton and a Barney tag team, asked by Josh Chambers. What's a stupid tag team that I would think of?
Brock Lesnar and the Hurricane.
That would actually make sense for Hurricane team. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
No, I would say Eugene and Damian Sandow would be the perfect tag team.
Oh, I got one better. I got one just a little better. How about Eugene and Bo Dallas?
No,
No,
nothing.
that would make sense though because he's inspiring Eugene to be better. Damian Sandow with how about a stable? Well, let's go stable here. Why don't we do Eric Young when he was a face with Eugene, and then they're being leadered by Damien Sandow, and he's the leader of the retards.
He makes these poor little special ed kids fucking do his own bidding.
Oh, and Festus too. So Damien Sandow has his own family.
My super tag team. My super tag team's obvious. It's gonna be Tigre Uno and the original Sin Cara, aka Mystiz, aka Mystico, and they'll just tear each other's limbs apart. That's what they will do. Like Tigre Uno will take a backdrop, tear his shoulder. Mystico will go over the top rope, tear his patella. It'll be great. That's the
and then we get to see Tigre Uno botch his finisher every single week, like he did in TNA.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Oh, I got one. Jimmy Wang Yang and El Torito.
Oh god.
No, Jimmy Wang Yang and that, like, remember when Davey Boy Smith for like 2 weeks was randomly a cowboy? Davey Boy Smith.
Yeah, he was a cowboy.
Make them a tag team. That would be awesome. So we have an Asian
and Canadian playing cowboy. Well, it makes more sense that there would be a Canadian cowboy, because aren't there still farms in?
There are no farms in Canada.
Who do dairy shit? I remember there's some Canadians that do dairy shit.
No, there's not. It's false. No, there are not. Like, I'm sure there are, but no. In my mind, there is none.
All right, Snowdrop asks, have any of you heard of the scrap Baron von Bava gimmick? No, I've never heard of that.
Is he an opera singer?
No, I don't know. Explain more, Snowdrop. Straight Shooter asks, what would your reaction be if on Thanksgiving Day the WWE shows the Breakfast Club having Thanksgiving dinner? Oh my. That would be the most watched thing on the night. Could you imagine table for three, John Cena, Randy Orton, and Triple H? Oh my god.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, I would rather prefer Kane on... I would prefer...
Pass the turkey over, John. No, Randy, I'm cutting the turkey. Whoa, John. I'm the one that cuts the turkey.
No, I would prefer Kane, Undertaker, and Mordecai on the table for three.
Why Kevin Thorne? Why do we need Kevin Thorne involved in
Mordecai with the Mordecai gimmick? It's like, oh.
They gave it to Seth. They gave it to Seth Rollins. They just gave him the white pants. They were just like, "Hey, you have some leftover Mordecai gear. Here, wear it, Seth."
No, can you imagine Mordecai's reaction if Undertaker cut him some dark meat? I prefer the white meat.
But nothing would be like Straight Shooter just saying the Breakfast Club Thanksgiving was aired on the WWE Network, most watched thing for sure. Like you just think of all the fucking stories that they could tell. Like the one guy I want to hear a shoot interview from when he's done with the WWE is Randy Orton. He doesn't do interviews that much, and when he does them, they're fucking great. I mean, remember when he was talking about Kelly sleeping with everyone in the locker room? Oh, fucking great.
Randy Orton is so fucking awesome. Remember when like freaking they were being attacked and Randy Orton just randomly grabbed a hot dog and ate it while like freaking Dean Ambrose and John Cena was attacking everyone?
Yeah, exactly. He just doesn't give a fuck. It's amazing. Like he's so good in like the interviews. Like he'll just like talk. Like I loved how he didn't know Seth Rollins' real name for a while. He's all like, yeah, I just call him Seth, and then Daniel Bryan called him Colby, and I was like, who the fuck is Colby?
Yeah, he's
and then the one interview where he was, I think it was the same interview where he was talking about Kelly. Like the announcer noticed that he was doing chewing tobacco, and he's like, yeah, well, you gotta get the nicotine in somehow. And I was like,
dude is like so chill as fuck. I love Randy Orton. He's awesome.
That's why he would be the best shoot interview, because he would tell you all the fucking dirt, and he wouldn't give a fuck either, because he knows the company will bring him back anyways. Like he'll be like, yeah, you know, the thing between Hunter and I, that was just fucking stupid. I don't know what he was thinking, but hey, it is what it is. So,
Or he's so fucking awesome.
I know. Oh, love Orton.
Interview Randy Orton is the greatest.
Dude, he needs to retire so we can get every shoot interview in history.
Oh, I'll buy him that DVD. I don't care if it's $50. I'm buying that DVD.
Dude, I would buy an 18 DVD box.
Dude, he could probably have 18 DVD set with all the stories he has. Like, people have to remember, like, Randy Orton didn't do any independence. He just went straight to the WWE, so he has all the fucking shit. Other than, because, like, we all know Cena, he would never do a shoot interview. And plus, Cena, if you listen to Cena interviews already, he's boring as fuck, dude. It's just Cena, like, being politically correct. But Randy Orton, no filter whatsoever. He has no chill. That's why he doesn't do interviews, because he knows he's going to get in trouble if he fucking says anything.
Yeah. I just love how you like was saying, oh yeah, those RKO binds, so I actually did those. That was awesome. Like, the dude just doesn't give a fuck. That guy is awesome.
Randy, how's your shoulder going? Oh, it's going well, you know.
It's going well, you know? Like, I moved it the other day, so that was a sign of progress.
I was able to get married with it, so congratulations, Randy Orton, on the marriage. Let's hope second time works. If not, third time works.
He got married.
Yeah, he got married.
Okay, all right.
Damn
Good
it,
for
he was
Randy.
supposed to be mine. Graham engaged now, but she didn't know. But no, like, no, for real, like, yeah, Randy Orton's like probably like the most like hilarious people, and like people find him boring. I'm like, why? He's actually hysterical.
Yeah, no, like if you watch the Unfiltered with Renee Young, you can tell Randy has no chill during that whole thing. He's just like being legit, like during the whole thing. Like, there's nothing fake about. Like, that's the thing. He doesn't carry himself as fake when he does these interviews. He's just who he is. Like, he just comes in there and he's like, yeah, man, this is how I am and stuff.
Yeah, more like people should be like him that are real.
Yeah. So,
So.
Straight Shooter asks, here's my terrible gimmick ideas. Which is better? Angry Man Kane, we've seen that before. Bounty Hunter Roman Reigns, or Crying Charlotte. Now, Angry Man Kane, let's eliminate him, because Kane is always angry. But Bounty Hunter Roman Reigns or Crying Charlotte, I think Crying Charlotte would be the number one. Like, that gimmick would be amazing. Like, you just have Charlotte coming out every week, and she just cries for no reason. Like, you're wondering, like, why are you crying, Charlotte? She's like, like, that would give her more personality than what she has now.
Just give her a gimmick where she just cuts onions all day. I mean, seriously. I mean, she's already the crying gimmick already.
God.
Yeah, just have her have this gimmick where she loses a match, she has to cut onions all day, and then like she just cries every week.
Why does she look so ugly when she cries? Oh God! Ah!
Oh, but like even when Renee Young interviews her, just have her be like, "Why are you staring at me like that? I didn't do nothing to you."
All of a sudden, I know it. It's like, Charlotte, are you ready for your match? And she's watching The Notebook. I'm sorry, I'm not ready for this match. But no, like, for I don't know. WWE sucks so bad.
The ratings, though.
Bring back Jinder Mahal, for God's sakes.
Oh, that doesn't. Speaking of Jinder Mahal, someone asked, "What is the biggest fail in WWE history?" What is the biggest fail in WWE history? To me personally, I think it was when Vince McMahon was doing that whole $1 million giveaway thing, because it was just so bad and awkward. Like, he was like trying to call people and people wouldn't answer their phones, and then like it was just like it just led to absolutely nothing. It was just like, oh my God, it was just like Vince like just trying to.
Did anybody actually get money from that?
Yeah, no, people actually got money from it. Yeah, people actually got money from it. Like, I knew someone who got money from it. Like, he only got like $10,000, only $10,000, but he got money from it.
Hey, money is.
I would make a case that the biggest fail of WWE ever was obviously the XFL, obviously.
We're talking about wrestling, not Vince's biggest fail. It's wrestling, like what we saw on TV.
Oh God. I would say Eric Rowan's gimmick, where he thought he was a winemaker, and he had an IQ of 134.
Ooh, I'm surprised y'all haven't said the Nexus.
Well,
The Nexus had so much
Nex-
promise.
Nexus. The thing is, like, when I think of fails, Nexus is just a bad booking decision. When I think of fails, I think of an idea where the WWE was like saying, "Oh, this is going to change the way we do things," and it just doesn't work out, and it's just absolutely terrible.
I would say the biggest. I'm going to say this. I'm going to go against the WWE. The biggest failure was the Menagerie from TNA. Oh my God!
Oh.
They spent money on that.
Yeah, Mike Knox going to his hometown and then, like the carnival all ruined. He's like, "Hey, what happened here?"
Yeah, and then like, yes, let's have clowns.
The only good,
So,
the only,
like,
the
I
only good thing
remember,
is that Rebel was involved. Rebel was like the only good thing of that.
yes, I was like, this seems promising, and then I saw their like second match, and they played the theme song throughout the entire match. I facepalmed. I'm like, why do I watch this shit anymore?
Oh, good.
My God.
Double
Mine would
A
have to
star. Oh wait, what's your biggest bill, Weston? Sorry, I forgot.
Mine would have to be Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. I believe that was
Oh,
WrestleMania.
yeah, I forgot. God
Well,
damn.
that wasn't really WWE's fault. Both people were leaving.
But then again, like they booked this match really big, and it's like the fact that you couldn't try to get them to do a good match is really really bad.
Well, the problem
Yeah.
was Lesnar didn't give a fuck anymore, and Goldberg didn't give a fuck anymore.
Goldberg never gave a fuck. I don't care what Goldberg ever says. He never gave a fuck about
They
wrestling.
didn't book him right. They never did in WWE.
Never. They didn't. They gave him like The Rock, and then afterwards they just never like gave him the world title. Next month they made us wait and wait. Like, why are you making us wait for Goldberg to become world champion? Just give it to him. Fuck.
Yeah, seriously, don't get me wrong. I didn't believe Goldberg should win matches in 60 seconds like he did in WCW, but he shouldn't be like looking like a jobber to Kane and shit.
Well, like, okay. Kane at that time was getting a repush, and if there was anyone that you could say to take the world title off of Goldberg, I would say a freaking like monster that just buried his brother alive, Kane, would make more sense. You know,
But they never did it, and they just.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. If you build Goldberg up as an undefeated monster, I think Kane is like the only monster that could defeat him at that time. In my opinion.
They should have Kane had the title for at least 4 months and then had him lose it. How long did Goldberg have the title? Like a month or two?
He won it at Unforgiven, and then afterwards he held it till Armageddon. So yeah, like a month or two.
Yeah, he should have had it for at least 4 or 5 months. Like Goldberg was supposed to be the monster.
Yeah, just win it, defend at SummerSlam, then at Survivor Series, have a final blow-off match with Triple H, and then at Armageddon lose to Kane, and then Triple H can win it back at the Rumble. But no, we need to have Triple H versus Shawn Michaels number 10 up in the Rumble, so that's more important.
I'm sorry, like seriously, Triple H. People say Triple H didn't. No, Triple H went out of his way to make everything about him, and actually, people hated Raw because of this, and everyone watched SmackDown because like. It was irritating. It really was. Like
That's why it made Triple H such a great heel. You still kind of watched it though, just to see if this guy would get his ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean it was cool and all, but like you watch every one of our favorite WCW stars, like completely fail, and it was like, yeah, I got it at first, but it's like Goldberg, like okay, if he's gonna sign a serious contract, why not make him a dominant champion? That's why Goldberg left. They never really built his character well. At all. And Goldberg was, like, fucking awesome. He was, like, the legit...
They could have got a good 2 years out of Goldberg instead of the year that they had him. They could have used him well for 2 years, at least maybe 3.
Did you hear about Goldberg once, he's contacted by TNA? It's like, why? I mean, I like Goldberg. Goldberg is like in his 50s now, dude. Like he's done.
Lashley versus Goldberg on deck.
If Goldberg wins the TNA, like let's say Goldberg signs. If Goldberg wins the TNA title, I am legitimately done with TNA. I'm sorry.
I can see that happening though. That's the sad part. I can see TNA just giving the belt to Goldberg right away.
He hasn't wrestled in 12 fucking years.
It doesn't matter. He's Goldberg, fuckers.
Well,
Fuck you.
I'm sure he wrestled in the Indies once, but who the fuck cares? Like, oh
I don't
my
even think
God.
he wrestled in the Indies. I think he just came out in his fucking leather jacket, his jeans, and speared someone.
Don't get me wrong, like, for God's sake, I was such a big fan of Goldberg. I watched Santa's Slay, which was, like, one of the stupidest
Oh,
movies
God.
I've ever watched. Apparently, that's where he met his wife, by the way, was Santa's Slay. And I was praying to God it wasn't Fran Dresser, but, like, luckily it wasn't. That was the best part of the movie, is where he literally killed Fran Dresser.
Fucking Goldberg. What an asshole.
Yeah. What
Double-
if he pins? What if he pins EC3 to win the title? Oh my God.
The original streak beats the new streak. Oh, God, that'd be terrible.
No, it looks like Bobby Lashley's going to win the title. From what I
Yeah,
heard.
no, he did. He did win the title. Fuck you, TNA fans. I'm sorry. Spoilers. Bobby Lashley wins the series. He beats Matt Hardy in the finals.
Shocker.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the smartest move to make, because honestly, like, it's the best to make out of the stupidest decision in the history of wrestling. Like,
Well,
Oh, yeah,
the only reason why they took the belt off Matt Hardy was because they didn't have any footage with him with the
I hate TNA with a passion. Dude, I cannot believe this was a thing. So I look up the YWC. So there were people that were joining up and saying that they were making a TNA revolution during tape matches that happened like 5 months ago. This was a thing, and it blew my mind. I couldn't believe this. Like, I'm like, you do realize they took like one of their pay-per-views that they couldn't like put on airplay, and they did this because like Destination America wouldn't pay for their TV tapings anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
And everyone's like, oh, TNA is the best company ever. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Half the wrestlers didn't even know they were wrestling in this tournament. They just grabbed random matches.
I mean, seriously, James Storm was pissed that he was still involved in this while he was like making his debut on NXT.
Yeah, exactly. Double A Star asks, what are your favorite Stephanie McMahon moments? My favorite Stephanie McMahon moment is when she turned heel at Armageddon 1999 against Vince McMahon. That's like my favorite because like Stephanie was such a nice little girl. You know, she was getting tormented by the Undertaker. She was gonna marry the man of her dreams, Test, and then Triple H fucking kidnaps her like a fucking asshole and marries into her. And then you just think, and you just think that like I bought into this shit, dude. I was all like, I was so pissed off when Stephanie turned heel on Vince. Like to this day, I still get pissed off at it. Also, Stephanie at WrestleMania X7, I love that Stephanie where she's like beating the fuck out of like her like comatose mom and stuff. And then of course, recently Stephanie and Brie. Stephanie carried that feud with Brie Bella. She fucking carried that shit. So, like she was great. So I would have to say. Those are my favorite Stephanie McMahon moments. What are your guys' favorite Stephanie moments? You can choose funny ones too if you want, but my favorites are obviously good ones.
See, my favorite's obviously when she got arrested. Hilarious shit.
But that was disgusting. Did you not see her like breasts were just like it was like the weirdest cleavage I've ever seen on a girl.
Damn, girl, get that fixed or something. I actually liked it when she slapped Linda. I liked her stuff with Kurt Angle. That was pretty funny. And you can't go wrong with her getting kidnapped by Undertaker. That's my favorite.
But how about you, Sega? What are some of your favorite Stephanie moments?
When when her and Scott Steiner were making out, that was awesome as fuck. Not because of Stephanie, because Scott Steiner is so fucking awesome. He just doesn't give a fuck.
On the segment, she got her ass tapped by John Cena.
Cena smacked that ass too, dude.
Oh yeah, the Cena smacking ass was awesome too. But seriously, Scott Steiner is the fucking man.
And she beat up Eric Bischoff too.
Well, you're gonna love this channel then, Sega, because I get a lot of Scott Steiner questions.
Oh, Scott Steiner is the greatest of all time. Like seriously, this dude cracks me up every time. Like his promo against Bully Ray like legit killed me. Yeah, you like sugar, but I ain't got none.
You're gonna pick up wood from your fat asses because that's all you guys are. It's fat asses.
Seriously, Scott Steiner's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
Someone NXT Takeover Brooklyn had a sign. Because I was rewatching Brooklyn and I just noticed this and I was dying laughing. It's like they had a sign Samoa Joe has an 8.3% of a chance, and I just thought of the Matt promo by Scott Steiner. Kurt Angle, no, he can't beat me, and he ain't even gonna try. Like,
you know what's funny? They actually have T-shirts of that now. I'm actually thinking about buying one tonight. Actually,
they have like a T-shirt that says Samoa Joe has an 8.3% chance.
Yes, they have those.
I'm buying
No,
that.
it was Scott Steiner saying I have 123 and a third chance of winning.
Yeah. See, normally when you go get another man, you get a 50-50 chance. But I'm a genetic freak, so I have a 75% chance. And then it's a triple threat match, and Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, so he ain't gonna try. So that makes me have a 66 and a third chance. Like, fucking.
I'm sorry, Scott Steiner is fucking awesome. If anybody hates him, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's the best.
Funny as hell, man.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Weston? What's your favorite Stephanie McMahon moment?
One of my favorite Stephanie McMahon moments has to be when, of course, the Brie versus Stephanie McMahon thing. She actually made that watchable. And I also love, it's hard to think of like Stephanie McMahon moments because she's not really like a prominent character on TV. But also, I do like that moment though when she made it with Scott Steiner. For some reason, I remember that out of all the ones.
Stuff with her dad.
Double A Star asked again, what are your favorite Triple H moments? Oh God, we could be here for 10 hours. You mean it's hard, but I just have to sum it down to one. It's recent, but I don't give a fuck. It's before WrestleMania 30, the video package showcasing Triple H's ego with Stephanie McMahon voice-overing it. Like, men can try, but they'll never be the game. You can have your dreamers, your believers, and it shows like all the people Triple H has buried throughout his career. Oh my, that just summed up why I love Triple H to a fucking T. It was great. I would have to say that's one of my all-time favorite Triple H moments. It's hard because I have so many favorite Triple H moments. I have too many of them to name. You know, when he turned heel on Shawn Michaels, you know, DX was going to be back. Yeah, DX is back. Suck it, baby. Woo. And then he just pedigrees the fuck out of Shawn. Yeah, him beating up Eugene was another favorite moment of mine. Like,
That was amazing.
There's too many Triple H moments for me to just say because, like, there's just so many. Obviously, stuff with Scott Steiner, the pose off and stuff like that. Like the stuff he did with Steiner. Obviously, stuff we did with Shawn. You know, Triple H, like, just has too many of them, man. Like, it's just too many.
Him beating up Daniel Bryan was savoring that all day. His stuff with Shawn
Why
was
do you gotta go
great.
there? Why?
I had to.
Why do you gotta go there? Why?
It had to be said.
Why?
That was.
I don't know, like,
Alright.
I have to be honest. Is it weird did the WrestleMania 28 promo with Tim and The Undertaker sound like a gay porn?
No.
That Shawn is better. I can do what Shawn couldn't do. I can finish it. It's like, what the fuck? No return. No excuses. I was like, Triple H, did you have like erectile dysfunction or something? Like, I'm sorry. It's like there's something about 40-year-old men screaming this. It just freaks me out.
Oh,
And
God.
you're looking like at this guy who has eye makeup, like eyeliner on, and he's screaming, "You think, no return, no excuses." And it was like, it was the gayest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. All we needed was Rico there. I was like, oh, I know Triple H.
Oh.
Do you have a favorite Triple H moment though, Sega, or is that your favorite Triple H moment? The Gabe Porno with Undertaker.
I think that is my favorite moment. Like, seriously, it was so bad. Oh, no, no excuse, no excuses.
Hell
Do this, we go all the way. And Undertaker's looking all angry with his eye makeup like he's from, like, that band 30 Seconds to Mars. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I thought I was watching wrestling. I don't know. There's something about people in, like, their underwear screaming this.
Well, in Triple H's case, like his fucking leather jacket on top of a leather jacket, wearing a hooded jacket, and then Undertaker wearing his like wrestling gear.
Oh, my favorite thing is when he urinated before he started fighting Brock Lesnar. And you can clearly tell he peed his pants.
Another favorite Triple H moment of mine. Oh, fuck, I just lost it because like you just got me on the Triple H urinating against Brock Lesnar.
Can you imagine if Lesnar went for the F5 and it was like leaking all over his like freaking...
Like you just see piss go into the air. Like yeah, Triple H's return in 2002 is another favorite moment of mine.
And then Michael Cole says, "Wow, like Lesnar seems really pissed off."
DJ Cass asks, what do you guys think of the Usos versus Dudleys versus New Day versus Sheamus and Barrett in a four-way tables for the tag titles? Whatever. I mean, it only fits the Dudley boys, to be honest. Like, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just do a ladder match or something to at least get some spots in there. I don't know. It seems all right.
Yeah, in WWE, it's time to get the Usos. It's time to get the Usos a new gimmick. Those guys literally were gone for like half a year. They come back for like only the second week and they already feel stale again.
Yeah, exactly. That's a
Holy
shame.
shit! Yeah, it's time. It's time to get them a new gimmick.
Please, I do that every time I go into Starbucks. I do the Usos entrance.
I would like a vanilla latte, please.
And then I said, when I say ooh, y'all say oh. Next thing I know, I'm knocked out. I'm in the parking lot. There's kind of traffic.
DJ Cass also asked, you guys think that the Wyatts versus Brothers of Destruction match should have been a traditional Survivor Series match? Yeah,
Yes.
but the problem is you couldn't find two other dudes to kind of team with Kane and Undertaker. I mean, who else is there really?
Yes, Ryback. Ryback was part of the Wyatt.
Yeah, yes, Ryback could have worked, but like who else? Like Neville?
No one really works. No one's really relevant.
Everyone's saying Finn Balor, but just because he wears fucking body paint doesn't mean.
Give me 5 seconds. I'll know. Give me 5 seconds.
John Cena, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan could have made sense too, but they're never bringing. Daniel Bryan's never coming back. They're never gonna let him come back.
Well, bring Chris Jericho in it. Why not?
Oh god, we need another Jericho doing stupid shit.
Well,
no,
Jericho would be eliminated. I mean, Jericho could be eliminated in 5 seconds, and you paid him $5 million. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you could make a case for someone like. Didn't The Miz have a feud with him back in the day?
Okay, let's not go there. The Miz with Undertaker.
Okay, what about Cesaro? Cesaro obviously got eliminated.
No. I want to buy into Cesaro.
You'll be doing that match though.
Maybe instead of Ryback, why not the Usos? Because the Usos obviously have been a big part of the Wyatt feuds.
That's fine. That's fine. Find a fit Wyatt family member, you know. Why not? Bray Wyatt likes to bring these losers up anyway, so why not?
How about Dean Ambrose?
Oh god, no! Stop.
Dean Ambrose is in the tournament. That wouldn't make sense.
I know, but if you want.
Why don't we bring Jinder Mahal back and he wants revenge?
No, let's move on from that question. Double A Star asks, what is your favorite Triple H and Stephanie McMahon moments together? Oh, nothing sums up the moments they had together. Then, like, randomly they were having a backstage segment. I don't remember this Raw, but I wish I did. But they were having a backstage segment, and then afterwards, Triple H and Stephanie just kissed on screen. And I just said, why did we see this? They were literally making out with each other on screen, and I was like, why did they... Huh? I'm like...
Is it there in that wedding thing?
What wedding thing? No, it was current. It was 2014. Like they were like, oh, yeah,
They did this
everything-
like a weekly basis where this randomly made up with each
No,
other.
but this was literally like the 2 minutes of them just making out. Like the
Yeah,
camera
they
had
did
to
this
show us it.
before. They did this on a weekly basis. I found it funny.
I love that. That's my favorite Triple H and Stephanie moment. They just have it. Then they just make out.
They just don't give a fuck.
My favorite moment. Oh, go ahead, Aisha. Sorry.
Mine was the one where Trish came in for Triple H to like show wrestling mode, and she came in, and when she was like, "What the hell is this?" and he was like, "Nothing's wrong." You remember that segment?
Yeah, was it Triple H was asking for yoga tips or something? Like,
No. He was giving wrestling holds to Trish Stratus, and then
Yeah, because Trish Stratus was having her first match, right?
that was funny.
Mine has to be when Triple H was holding back Daniel Bryan, you know, and then all of a sudden Stephanie smacks him, and Daniel Bryan's like, "You hit like a girl."
oh my God.
That to me was epic. Good shit.
Yeah,
Right there.
that wedding thing, their wedding vows thing, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right, the next question he has. Oh my God, there's a bunch of questions I have to get through. What are your guys' thoughts on Batista ripping his pants? Oh, obviously one of the greatest moments ever. The day he wasn't wearing skinny jeans, he ripped his pants. Like
Dude,
that's the funniest
I
thing.
literally died every time Batista wore skinny jeans, though, because it's like it just doesn't fit him at all. Like I think he was like intentionally trolling, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
And that, what makes that in that segment before that was terrible.
Aisha, that's your first Raw review of mine. Was that very video?
That's how I got into Chase Oliver, because him laughing his ass off.
It was a great segment. I don't know why people hate it. I thought that's why I was excited for this singles match between Orton and Batista, because I knew I was gonna get terrible segments like this. Great content.
No, my favorite part of a Batista segment though was when like he was talking to Stephanie McMahon. Batista, he's like, you know, Stephanie likes it like Stephanie likes it wet or something. I'm like, what the fuck?
I remember during the WrestleMania 31 press conference, Batista had no chill whatsoever. He's like, you know, I'm supposed to come out here and say a bunch of crap, but whoever wrote this is terrible, and they should be fired, unless it's Stephanie, I love you. And everyone's like, I'm like, why would you say that? And then Batista just goes on this rant, Batista, you suck. No, I don't suck, you suck. Oh, fucking great. Fantastic. Watch that. Like, I gotta go watch that again. It was just funny. Batista's just pissed. Like, I don't know what he was doing, but it was so freaking funny.
I feel bad for Batista because like
The only reason why he did it because he said the press conference guys was like so boring. That's the reason why. Because he's
No,
like,
I'm saying,
bad for
like,
Daniel Bryan because like he was like doing the yes thing and no one was doing it.
You know, it's funny because like everyone thinks that the Smarks are the best thing for wrestling because everyone needs to hear. No, they've been ruining wrestling.
Yeah.
WWE's actually taken a chance to listen to them, and it's actually made WWE so much worse.
It has.
Yep, 100% agree. But they won't listen to this. They'll say they're right all the time. DJ Cass asks, what are your thoughts? What are your chances of Cesaro turning heel this Sunday for Survivor Series? 0. They're not
That
gonna
would
run
make
this guy out.
That would be stupid.
Yes, let's turn
0.
Cesaro heel for face for 3 months and turn him heel again. Yeah, that's the way to do
And
it.
when he's popping, well, I should say getting over as hell every night.
Let's get to the YouTube questions now. We'll get back to the Twitter questions. Josh Chambers asks, why are fans getting excited for this Divas Revolution crap? Where's the improvement? There is no improvement. That's the whole point. There's no improvement.
There's
in
no
Divas
fans
Revolution.
getting excited for this Divas crap. Nobody likes it.
Yeah, I haven't seen fans. Maybe women fans out there, but I haven't seen anyone.
No,
The
I've
blue-
never even heard a woman fan be excited. I go on wrestling farms. I've never seen anyone excited for this. Everyone thinks this is shitty.
Yep, me. Look at me. I'm excited. And Sasha's not even the star of it, so why should I care?
The Blue Knight asks, since Roman Reigns is obviously going to win the title, who else is he going to feud? Literally, who? I don't think Reigns is winning the title at Survivor Series. I think people are kind of jumping to the conclusion. Because if you're going to have Roman Reigns win it, you can't have him win it at fucking Survivor Series. That's
If
joking.
Reigns wins it, it's going to be Ambrose. That's
Yeah.
all there is to it.
Yeah, he's gonna feud with Ambrose because they're bros, or Goober, Sheamus. So it's one of those two. Pick your poison.
As I said, what I think is going to happen is either Reigns or Ambrose wins it. One of them's going to turn heel, and then Sheamus cashes in. Sheamus, ironically, has no matches, and he's been kept away. I wonder what could happen.
They're going to throw him in the traditional Survivor Series match. They'll find a way to throw Sheamus in the card.
Dude, they didn't even have it on SmackDown and Survivor Series next week.
Well, you know what? Sheamus can do whatever the fuck he wants. Matt Gochi asks, why is WWE so lazy? I know they have to write the shows weekly, but would it kill them to put some effort into the shows in terms of trying to keep people interested and invested in your product and wondering where your company is going to be in 5 and 10 years from now? Because today's wrestling, how can I put this? The booking of the old, of how WWE used to book things, can't work in today's society because everyone is all about instant gratification. We need everything now, instead of waiting for that long payoff. Like, for example, I'll use me as an example. I wanted an Xbox One really badly, but I wasn't going to get it right away because I had to work for it and actually save up some money to actually get it. And, yeah, did I want the Xbox One? Exactly, absolutely, but I'm not going to force my way to get it because what's the gratification out of it? Well, I waited, and yeah, sure, it's been a year since a year or two. I don't know how long the new consoles have been out, but it's been a year or two, and I finally got my Xbox One, and I'm happy with my purchase, and it felt good that I got it because I worked hard for it. Same with the cell phone. I don't get cell phones very often. You know, I wait every 3 years until my contract's up, or 2 years, whenever. I just wait that long, and then I get a new phone, and that's what I do. So it's like people have lost the art of being patient, and they just want everything now. That nowadays WWE can't book long-term storylines or book anything worth a damn because people want everything right absolutely now.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I'm sorry to cut you off. I had to say this. How awesome and emotional it was when Christian finally won his title during that pay-per-view. His first ever World Heavyweight Championship. Remember this? When Christian won against Del Rio?
I almost cried, too.
Yeah, it was the greatest thing ever. And granted, WWE fucked it up like 2 days later. But no, it made it like one of the most emotional moments in WWE history, which is something like why we tune in. If we go with everything Sparks, Cesaro should have the title right now. It's like, would it really be that meaningful? No.
Yeah, the moment won't be there. Like I know with Daniel Bryan, it took, people were like, win the title, but at least I applaud WWE because they waited like 6 to 8 months after, and look, he had a big moment at WrestleMania.
The problem with Daniel Bryan is they booked it. It would have been perfect for WrestleMania, but they booked it horrifically.
Yeah, they booked it because they had no plans of putting Bryan in that match. They were wanting Batista to become the champion, but you know that wasn't their plans to have Daniel. That was all forced booking by Vince McMahon because the fans forced his hand.
If they really wanted to do this right, if Daniel Bryan got screwed by Randy Orton, you keep Randy Orton the fuck away from Daniel Bryan. You keep him away.
And Sega, what do you mean Daniel Bryan's title was booked horrifically? You know Daniel Bryan, you know, he's like he can sell emotions enough to the point where he can get his championship reign over. I mean, when it comes to emotions, man, I haven't seen anyone better at doing that since probably like Hulk Hogan.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Okay, Wesley, I'm just going to let you know, man, thanks for inviting me on this show, but this is the last show I'm ever going to do with you guys now, just because of that opinion. I am heartbroken. But no, like, if they booked this right, you would have kept him away. He had to go through every member of the Authority. There was no reason to have Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton like 14 times and have him win most of the time. It was just stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it never made sense to me.
How was it stupid? Tell me.
Because it made his match at WrestleMania seem less important. He overcome the odds. No,
I mean, he already beat Triple H. That should just give you the title right there. Like, he doesn't need to beat Randy Orton and Batista.
No, that actually wasn't that bad. I liked that aspect. The problem was, it's like, he beat Randy Orton like 3 times, and even on random Raws, he beat Randy Orton. it was just so stupid. It did nothing for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Because
We're just gonna agree. We're just gonna agree to disagree on that, man. Because like, I don't know why you hating on Daniel Bryan.
Okay, whatever, Daniel Bryan.
Whatever. Let's just move on.
I'm not hating on Daniel Bryan. I'm hating on the aspect
We just
of
need
how
Rick.
he was booked.
Well, obviously you are. I mean, you keep bringing him up and trashing him. It makes no sense because he's like, the best today.
Name me a good
Fact.
match he was in.
Jericho versus him at his first NXT match.
Oh my
Triple
God.
H versus Daniel
that was
Bryan,
like
of course.
5 years
Bray
ago.
Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan at Roman.
I would say Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan was fucking great.
That was really good.
Every match between Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan.
Okay, I would say Triple H versus Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, Triple H Daniel Bryan was great.
But
Because
no,
Triple
if
H was
they
involved.
wanted to book him like a legit underdog, they would have Randy Orton come up short every time, and then finally he has to give everything up and say, like, I'll tell you what, I'll give you one last shot at the title, but then you have to beat me, Triple H says. And if you win, but the thing is, Randy Orton won, Daniel Bryan, other than Bray Wyatt, he's won every match he was in.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
it made
quick disclaimer. Do I look good, by the way? Do I look good?
What?
Do I look good?
Why are you walking to all Seth Rollins white look?
Because I'm trying to look good for this banquet.
Aisha,
you look better in glasses than I do, so I'll give you props.
Aisha, if you don't walk in playing the Seth Rollins scream and saying "Where's my statue?" then I'm not gonna be friends with you anymore.
Where's my statue?
There we go.
Where's my statue? Where's my statue?
Please say woo woo woo, you know it with glasses. That would be awesome.
Woo woo woo, you know it. Fucking.
So I look good?
But
Yeah,
Aisha,
you look
quick
great.
questions about the glasses. Are those prescription? Or
Yeah.
you just wearing them?
That prescription. I'm telling you, if you wear this, y'all will get like you guys will be hurt. Like
My prescription is terrible too. Yeah. So I was just wondering because I know the kids these days, Aisha, they like to wear them for style. So I didn't know if you were wearing them for style effect.
I've been having this since I was born.
Yeah, I have
So-
20/80 vision now.
My vision actually has gotten better, so that's better. I mean, Gochi Man asked, when is Vince McMahon retiring? With all due respect, I think he needs to step down as chairman because I feel the guy's doing more damage to his company than helping it. Never. He's going to die with the company. Damn it! How dare you say?
Yeah, that-
Just like Al Davis from the Oakland Raiders.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna die. Exactly. Great comparison. He's going to kill it with him. But at least the Raiders are kind of rebounding now. Football.
I was so upset when they lost to the Steelers, man. They were so close.
Stupid WWE fanboy asks, why are people bitching about WWE? It's amazing. Okay, no. Ultimate WWE apologist can pull it off, stupid WWE fanboy, but you're not Ultimate WWE apologist. He at least tried with his funny jokes. John Cool asks, what if Scott Steiner was instead Bull Dempsey's trainer?
Oh my god, that would be so fucking awesome.
You're fat! Look at me!
All
Great.
of a sudden, out of nowhere, like Bull Dempsey comes back 3 months later looking like fucking like Lex Luger.
Oh my god, that would be great. Like, get up, fat ass! Like, pick up that fat ass! He'll just say fat ass every time.
No, he's gonna teach her how to do weightlifting, and he has like 3 girls on him again, and he's like lifting weights. This is how you do it, Bull Dempsey.
You want to be like me? Then do it like me. Holla at me!
Seriously, did anybody ever watch the Scott Steiner workout video? I actually bought it because it was so great. Like, he's like 1 minute lifting up a long next, but he has like 3 women like he's lifting at the same time.
Oh my god, that's I'm so happy. I was gonna buy that, but I was like, nah, I can never be like Scott Steiner.
Dude, it's so worth it just to see Scott Steiner act.
Me being Scott Steiner, oh no, they just look at me and be like, what are you doing?
Dude, I don't care. That is the best comedy video I've ever seen. Scott Steiner is so fucking awesome. Like, anybody who hates Scott Steiner, there is something wrong with you. That dude is hysterical.
Holler! If you hear me.
His debut at Survivor Series 2002 is one of the best debuts ever. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my God!
Give me
Remember?
the fucking mic.
Give me the
Remember-
fucking mic! Like, oh my god.
Remember when Dean Ambrose drove the ambulance inside Raw and everyone marked out because they thought it was Scott Steiner, and then they realized it was Dean Ambrose, and they're like, "Oh,
They're like, aww.
yeah."
It's like I'm pretty sure you got it like a Brock Lesnar freaking pop, and all of a sudden it's like it's Dean Ambrose. Aww.
Oh god, Dean
No, they did it with Ryback too, and like
No, but Ryback's was more like, it didn't sound like Scott Steiner. It was like it was like that ambulance like Dean Ambrose's was literally like it sounded just like Scott Steiner's.
I know
Yeah,
I would have marked the fuck out if it was Scott Steiner.
Joe Juicy asks, what's your favorite Breakfast Club moment? Mine was when Triple H and Randy Orton buried Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam 2013.
Oh, come on. Again.
My favorite, WrestleMania 24 video package, Say No More. When you mix Triple H and John Cena, you get Randy Orton. You know, Triple H and John Cena's redemption storyline. I couldn't sit by the sideline, so I took a chance, and I came back, and I won the Royal Rumble. And then Triple H, I watched WrestleMania from the sidelines last year. No, the game is back. Oh, my fucking God. Glorious. Fucking great. What, do you guys have Breakfast Club moments, or am I the only one?
No, I do. The most recent one that I got like top two. I'll just say my top two. My most recent one is when John Cena made Kevin Owens tap out like a bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the other one is when literally John Cena and Randy Orton beat up the whole entire Raw roster.
Oh God.
I forgot that. Into the arcade. Oh, great stuff. Great
Poor
stuff.
Val Venus.
Double A Star asks, what's your thoughts on Rousey losing her title? Ha ha ha, UFC, you idiots. That's my thoughts.
Good riddance.
Aisha, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Aisha. Yeah, we can't hear you. Oh my God, no. Ah, the future. The future.
She looked way too overweight too for this match. Like I don't know, she gained a few pounds. Maybe she ate too much.
To me personally, like Rousey losing the title, it hurts the UFC. But I'm a big fan of Ronda Rousey. But Holly Holm, like Weston, didn't I say it that Holly Holm is not no one to sleep on? I'm pretty sure I said that in this.
Yeah, you did.
The live stream today, like I said, like Holly Holm's legit. Like I was like, I didn't say she was gonna beat Rousey. I did predict Rousey to win. I'm not gonna take credit, but I said I wouldn't sleep on Holly Holm. Like everyone was sleeping on her. Like Holly Holm had no chance. But like to me, I thought Holly Holm had a great chance. She's a former women's boxer. She is a former women's boxing champion in many legit organizations. She won Women's Fighter of the Year and all this other stuff. To me personally, she is a legit fighter. And so I said that don't sleep on Holly Holm. Yes, we can hear you, Seth Rollins. Yes, Seth Rollins, we can. Yes, Seth Rollins, we can hear you.
Oh.
Stop it. Seth Rollins.
Can I just go first, Aisha, and then you go? What I got to say is pretty fast and simple.
Okay, I'm dying.
All right. I just want to say, obviously, Ronda Rousey looked out of it. Like she looked like a rookie in this fight.
Yeah, she
like
did.
Holly Holmes was just kicking her ass. Like literally, it wasn't even close at all. And then Mayweather making fun of her.
And for the people who say that the fight was rigged, I would not blame you if you said that, because it did have like the feeling of a fake fight. Like I'm not gonna go on and say you're an idiot if you think the fight is rigged. Look, if you think the fight is rigged, the fight is rigged. I completely agree with you on that one, because it just made no sense. Rousey's like a jiu-jitsu specialist, and yet she's trying to strike with Holly Holm.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be hilarious if, like, while Rousey was down and knocked out, the whole arena would have got the Undertaker effect, and then up there on the
The streak is over.
you know what?
And then you shocked Ronda Rousey guy.
I just think Ronda Rousey got too cocky during this match, and honestly, I think she thought she was bigger than the UFC, and it's kind of like, welcome to reality, bitch. That's pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Here's my thoughts on it. Why would you go against a boxer? Why? All you had to do was take her to the down. It was that. Oh my god, she was tired, and I was like, when Holly Holmes ducked that down, I'm like, oh, this is not good. When she kicked her in the head, I lost it. Why?
That was like the funniest Miss Punch. She goes and she's like,
She's like, what the fuck are you doing?
like she's like trying to no sell it. Like, yeah, I'm good. Like, no, you just missed that punch badly, bitch.
You dumbass. Oh. Move on. Oh god.
Double A Star asks, what's your thoughts on 3 count? Why does everyone like 3 count? I don't get it. It was a terrible WCW gimmick. I'm sorry. I don't get why everyone. Ever since I've been starting doing Q&As, everyone always asks me my thoughts on 3 count or my favorite 3 count. So I don't care about 3 count.
3 count was awesome. I don't care. Remember when Norman Smiley danced with them?
Okay, you can like them. I don't. I just don't
I
care
don't
about
like 3 count.
No, like, remember when Norman Smiley was dancing with them? That was the only good memory I've had of 3 count. 3 count was hilarious. I don't know why people hate on him.
No, but I just don't get why I always get 3 count questions. Like they're not like a popular wrestling meme. They're not like Shockmaster status. Like everyone freaking just asks me about them. It's like,
well, they're a very big deal, man. Didn't they win No, they didn't.
Yeah, they made the cruiserweight tag titles for them, and they didn't even fucking win it.
No, they were funny.
The funny part is 3 count's the best thing that Shannon Moore's ever done in his career.
I don't know.
Are you kidding me? Him jobbing the Brock Lesnar was the best thing for his.
I don't know. Inked was a pretty cool faction.
Yeah, wait. Didn't the other guy say he was on food stamps?
No, okay. Jesse Neal is one of my favorites. So apparently, TNA told Jesse Neal, "You're going to OVW," and Jesse Neal told them, "No, I'm not going down to OVW." So they released him. So then he's now working at Walmart, and he said he's getting paid more at Walmart than he ever did at TNA.
Oh dear God! Didn't he have that really ridiculous hot girlfriend though?
Yeah, he did.
Are they still together?
I don't know. I don't know if they're still together. I don't keep up with Jesse Neal's life. DJ Cass asked, what do you guys think of the regular show? I think someone asked about this a couple weeks ago. I don't watch any Cartoon Network BS.
No.
But DJ Cass also asked, what's with channels like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon being out of touch today? And that's a great question. Because you know what? When I have kids, I won't have safe channels like my mom did to go to. See, my mom had Nickelodeon Cartoon Network because she knew, yeah, there's some stupid shows on there that I don't like my son watching. But for the most part, it was a safe network for me to go to. It was a good network for me to go to. Nowadays, I don't have that for my kids. Sure, yeah, PBS could probably entertain them until they're 4. But what happens when they reach 5? What am I going to show them? You know, that's the problem nowadays. There's nothing to show my kids.
Painting? Hello?
Huh?
Bob Ross, fun with painting?
Oh, God, no.
What?
No.
Bob Ross is awesome. What
No.
I'm not going to show my kids that.
Let them watch anime. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Nobody likes anime.
Might as well just poison their minds with girls having big ass tits.
It's over in that creepy CGI animation Mickey Mouse cartoon. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I know, seriously. Disney Channel's not even safe anymore, man. Fuck.
Disney Channel's freaking terrible.
I mean, it seems cool for stoners, but for children, it just seems weird.
No, the chemistry is off. The actors are terrible.
Yeah, I know. And apparently they're remaking DuckTales, which I'm scared of, because I know it's going to suck.
Remakes? Oh, no.
Alright, guys, I'll be back in a little bit.
Alrighty then. Let's go on to the next question as we have Double A Star asking, what are your guys' thoughts on Heel R-Truth? I loved it. Oh my god. Heel R-Truth was amazing.
Heel R-Truth was the best thing ever. When he called, didn't he call Rey Mysterio a Mexican fence jumper?
Yes.
Him and with Triple H, it was like, Jimmy, you crazy.
Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I'll be back in a little bit, guys.
I love Heel R-Truth. He should have won the title. He should have had at least a month title reign. It would have hurt anyone, so. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Heel R-Truth.
I liked the Awesome Truth, the Miz and R-Truth. That actually wasn't a bad tag too.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Double A Star also asked, what are your guys' thoughts on WrestleMania 20? Okay,
It
Mania.
was okay.
Yeah, the only thing that hurts is that you, yeah, the only thing that hurts is that you can't really remember the main event because it's painful to remember the main event, at least in my opinion.
One of my favorite main events, but it had a piece of shit guy in there, but whatever.
I'm having trouble remembering anything from WrestleMania 20. I'm like,
Double A Star also asked, what are your guys' thoughts on the Rock and Hurricane segments? Oh, great stuff.
That was hilarious.
You had Hollywood Rock was one of the Rock's best runs, dude, and it was so short-lived. Like, I still love the Toronto segment. Like, Toronto, whoa, you guys are happy? Like, what? Yeah, he said I'm tuning in, Toronto. Shut up. And then, he was just like, he's like stronger than a buck because the Maple Leafs suck. The Rock, oh my, he was so great as heel Rock. The Toronto and Indianapolis promo was like, whoa, you lost him along with the Rock a year ago. You're the first city to boo the Rock. Like, just great. I'm gonna go rewatch that segment once I'm done with the Q&A because just thinking about that again was just amazing. And then Double A Star also asked, what are your guys' favorite Disney shows? Fuck, dude.
I got a lot.
You guys can name them. I don't really. I watched them, but I didn't have like a favorite per se. I just watched them.
That's So Raven.
Oh, Lizzie McGuire and Even Stevens. Then I'll go with those.
Kim Possible, Brandy, Mrs. Worcester.
Proud Family was hilarious.
Replacements. What else?
Wizard Kelly was a G, dude. Like Wizard Kelly.
Jake the American Dragon.
Oh god.
American Dragon.
New school.
American Dragon. Like, oh god, that song was stuck in my head forever.
Corey in the House. Oh, great.
Yeah, Corey. I have a funny Kyle Massey story. This is legit. So the girl who played Kyle Massey's girlfriend in what's it called? That's So Raven season 1 went to my middle school. And everyone, of course, would ask her That's So Raven questions. And so she was in one of my classes, and I didn't want to pester her because, like, everyone already pestered her. Like, I was, like, the nice guy to her. Like, I would just, like, say, oh, hi, how are you doing today? And she would be like, good. I forgot her name, but she played Sydney on, what's it called? On That's So Raven. So, like, someone asked, like, hey, was there ever a funny moment on the show? And she's like, yeah, there's a bunch of them, but my favorite was when Kyle got mad because like they kept calling him Corey one day. So Kyle Massey hated when they would call him Corey, like off camera or something. I don't know, that was just something about him. So
he looks like Corey.
Yeah, so like the guy who played the dad, they were doing that cooking episode, like the cooking episode where the flour is supposed to go everywhere or something like that.
Yeah.
And I guess like Kyle was fucking up his lines, like just keep on messing up, and they were on like the 8th take or something like that, and she was there because they were filming more episodes of her in there, so she was just there watching it, and then afterwards the dad finally got so upset, she's like, God dang it, Corey, can you get your lines right? And then later on, Kyle Massey goes and throws the flower to the ground and says, my name is not Corey, it's Kyle! He got really upset about this, like seriously, started throwing shit, like saying like, like just screaming, and goes into his little like trailer, whatever that he had, and wouldn't come out for at least like 45 minutes. She said it.
Wow.
It was so funny. And then later on, like the dad had to come in. I think like Ray, whatever his name is, came in and apologized and stuff like that. And like he was just having like a bad day or something. But like said like, oh my god, so funny. But she did say it was cool because like she did hang out with him outside. So like she got to play basketball with like Bow Wow and all those fucking shit. So that was pretty cool. But I never bugged her about it. Like we just had a class and like we were partners one time. I think it was science, actually. Yeah, it was science because she was struggling, and so the teacher asked if I could be her partner for this experiment, so I said sure. So I helped her out through that, but other than that, like, that's the only memory I really have. But that was, like, really freaking funny. This true Kyle Massey story for you. So there you go. You guys got to learn.
My favorites are, get some good with Zach and Cody.
No, you just dropping me.
And I also liked, what was that one? Oh yeah, I like some of the Power Ranger shows too on there.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah, Power Rangers are different.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, we're gonna go through these last set of questions because I want to make sure Aisha's here before she has to leave to her soccer banquet. So let's rapid fire burn through these questions. So Snowdrop explains what Baron von Bava is. It was a Nazi gimmick suggested by one of the creative team members. Baron was going to be a super Nazi soldier. It was unthawed by Paul Heyman. He would do goose steps and wear swastikas. Apparently, upon hearing this, Vince stared in shock for several minutes before firing the creative member that came up with it. Oh my god, that is fucking terrible.
What?
Large 85 asked, why is the Q&A comment section disabled? I do not know. I still haven't figured this out to this day. I've been doing People are still sending questions via the comments, though, so it's working. Malik Johnson asked, what if WWE had a pedophile wrestler? I think it's believable. Why not? You're geared towards children anyways. It'd be kind of like believable to have a creepy fucking dude on the roster, but that's WWE. They don't want to go with believable.
Yeah, him creeping all in those makeup.
Could you imagine like it would be like you don't have to say he's a pedophile, but you could say like he's kind of quirky, like he goes up to the kids and he like rubs their head and he kind of like smiles at them and he's like, yeah, like Bo Dallas would fit perfectly for that gimmick. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Straight Shooter asked, what if NXT TakeOver London, Finn Balor faces Samoa Joe in a tables match, and instead of a table, Finn uses a Lego-made table? No, Straight Shooter. Remember, Lego Finn Balor protects his Legos. He doesn't want them to fucking break. He protects his Legos. You're missing the point of Lego Finn Balor. He protects his damn Legos.
Oh my god. What if like Samoa Joe gets was one of his Lego things and like goes to take it to the back in his truck?
I swear if they do like a home invasion, Samoa Joe based Finn Balor's home and he's like, oh, your Lego collection, and he destroyed, I'll mark the fuck out.
Okay.
Yeah,
I gotta go,
guys.
Alright, later, Aisha.
And then Finn is crying. And then Finn is crying, and then Charlotte sees him. He's like, why are you crying? I'm just gonna sit here and cry with you.
Oh my god. Snowdrop asks, who would be the most random person to win the 2016 Rumble? My pick is Jinder Mahal or Daivari. That is pretty fucking random. Weston, who would you pick as the most random guy to win the 2016 Rumble?
I'm gonna have to say Bo Dallas.
I'll say Kurt Hawkins. Like I'll be like, what the fuck? Why did Kurt Hawkins win the Rumble? Like, I'll just sit there and I'll just be like,
Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder would be also pretty random. All right, let's see. Let's go on to the next set of questions, and then we'll wrap it up and call it a show. The Blue Knight asked, if fans really want to do this revolution, WWE should start booking mud matches, pillow fight matches, old-fashioned cat fight matches, and favorite bra and panty matches. Do you agree if they do? That would be a revolution because instead of this in-ring crap we're getting, we get divas throwing mud and ripping off their panties. Sure, I'm down with that.
They should do the Divas After Dark thing on the network. You know how many subscribers they would get just from that?
Oh my god, that'd be great. I can't wait to see Paige naked. I'm like, ugh. How would you book a really stupid storyline in TNA since anything goes in TNA? Clarkson to Iron Man 316 Lopez asked. How would you book this one, Weston?
If I had to book a stupid storyline, I would have Eric Young in the storyline with Eric Young and Mahabali Shira, and basically the storyline is going to be that Eric Young is annoyed by the dance. So like every time Mahabali does that, Eric Young goes, "Stop it, man! Stop it! I'll hit you with the chair."
You know what's sad too? I can see that happening. That's great. That's 5 stars right there. My stupid TNA gimmick would be have it where fucking shit, dude. I can't really think of one, to be honest. I used to be good at this, but TNA is just doing stupid things on their own. Like, I would have it where Bram comes back and he's just a woman beater. I don't know. I don't know what to really do for a stupid TNA gimmick. What if Triple H said Greg Toomer asked, what if Triple H said he wanted to beat a Ric Flair record before John Cena became a 30-time world champion, so that way no one could ever catch up to Triple H because he's good. I would love it. Fucking yes.
Me too, yes.
Slapnuts 2000 asked, what if a bunch of ninjas came down from the ceiling and ruined the finals of the main event WWE Championship tournament at Survivor Series by attacking the 2 finalists? Oh, God. Was Samoa Joe leading these ninjas? Are they going to have machetes and shit?
Oh, my God.
Oh god, just thinking of that is just terrible. Redwood316 asks, do you watch Game of Thrones? Yeah, I watch Game of Thrones. I'm not big on it like every week, but I try to catch up on it because I think it's a freaking phenomenal show when it comes down to it. And Rebecca Olson asks, do you miss the old Disney Channel? Yes, because old Disney Channel actually was creative. This new Disney Channel, every show looks fucking fake. It looks so bad, and they all look the same. They all have the same feeling to them. I don't know who's on which show, you know?
Yeah, and like they literally feel like the same show over and over. It's like, oh, there's this kid, a boy or girl, that strives to become a famous singer. The next thing you know, they got to go through some stuff, through some episodes. At the end, they become just an automatic great singer. And then the Cartoon Network took that for a while. No, Nickelodeon did for a while too, which was like, are you guys stealing stuff from each other? And why?
No, yeah, but that's like any Disney show. It's like some teenager wanting to be something, but they have to do other shit. Like, they have a show where a dog is, like, typing on a computer. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, why do you have a show where a dog is on a computer typing shit? That is horrible.
Yeah.
Someone called PETA, because that's animal abuse. You're forcing this dog to be on a computer. No, it's true. It's animal abuse. Someone call PETA right now. And Rebecca Olson asked the final question for today's episode. Did you really meet the girl that played Corey's girlfriend from the first season? Yes, she went to Los Cerritos Middle School. That's a real middle school in Thousand Oaks, California. She would always wear a That's So Raven backpack. She had a bunch of That's So Raven gear because she was on the show. What I will say about her, she was very nice. She would answer everyone's questions about the show. She never really bragged about it, which I liked about her. She was very down to earth, humble. Like, for her age, she was wise beyond her years. Like, she was definitely, like, very down-to-earth, humble. She didn't, like, try to force herself in the popular group because, oh, I was a child actress and I was on That's So Raven. Like, no, she just had her select few friends. She was just nice. Like, I wasn't, like, close to her or anything. Like, I just had one science class with her. That was it. And I was her partner once. Like, that's all my relationship was with her. Like, I never had anything else with her where I was just like, oh, yeah, we were best friends. I hanged out with Kyle Massey and Bow Wow, and I played basketball with them. Like, no, she was just really cool. Like, that's all I could really say about her. Like which surprised me because, like, when you know like, I've known a few child actresses, like, and child actors. Like, when I used to go to church, there was a couple of child actors that would go to my church, and they were like Taylor Lautner, for example. I wasn't there for this incident, but he used to go to my church. And people used to call him Shark Boy, and he got pissed off when people would call him Shark Boy. so it was.
Did you know that Shark Boy from TNA literally sued the movie? Shark Boy from TNA literally sued the movie because they thought that they were ripping off his gimmick. It's like, why would they want to rip off a TNA gimmick? It's like, they probably don't even know you guys exist.
Hey, Shark Boy, maybe Steve Austin should sue you for gimmick infringement. How about that?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So like you know, like when you know some child stars, they can be kind of dickish. So it was like really surprising how she was like really really cool and stuff. I don't know if she's doing anything else. So yeah, I agree. Snowdrop. Snowdrop says to wrap it up. To be fair, if you look at the majority of classic music shows was nostalgia classics. Without nostalgia classics, the acting was really bad. Yes, the acting was really bad, but at least every episode was at least pretty decent and good to watch. So there you have it, guys. There is Q&A episode number 9. I would like to thank Sega for joining us, even though he disappeared at the last moment. But I would like to thank him for joining us. He was definitely fun, and hopefully he comes back again for future episodes. Weston, plug your stuff, my friend.
Well, I'm now starting to do stuff on Mixler again after taking like a 4-month absence. I'll be doing my prediction videos and stuff on there, and with some guests all the time. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Angry Mark. I haven't put up a raw review yet, but it's coming. And go follow me on Twitter at Weston_Texas.
All right, guys. You can check me out on the Team Heel podcast later tonight on Mixer.com/HeelSteven. So check that out. You can follow me on Twitter at ChaseLauber68. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to have the Unprofessional Wrestling Show episode number 3 coming out. And then we're also going to have Survivor Series preview predictions with the usual cast of Gold Standard 000, Ace the Wrestling Nut, and hopefully JD Venom. All right, guys. I'll see you all next time. Peace.